Good morning, beautiful. I do hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. It's your daily insight on life and love, daily tarot and oracle, what have you. It's timeless though, so wherever you're catching this in time, might be relevant to you, might be relevant on more than one occasion. So wherever you are in time, if you've come across this, stick around. Maybe this will have some new meaning for you. It's general collective, never foresees to fit your life. If you do have questions about booking a session, go ahead and send me an email in the email address provided, or send me a DM on the social platforms. We're going to look and see what's going on with your energy. I'm not getting to use this right now, even though it's a tower. So tower is happening, but I need to go with Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed right now. Breaking the deck. We have Orphan and we have Clean It Up. I'm going to take those out right now. I'm also going to take out this. Very interesting. It's time for you to let go in your life. I know that this has a really high chance of making you feel alone, even if you're surrounded by a copious amount of people. I feel like this is something that you have to go through. This is something you emotionally have to go through. And I think that this is something that is weirdly divine for you. It's really putting you on this fated path. The thing is, with everything that's going on with this, I feel like you will be the phoenix coming out of the ashes with this. It seems foggy, it seems gray. That's the smoke clearing. This is going to make things happen very fast. It's divine providence. Look, lightning is striking. This is very powerful. But it's also a point of a crown coming out of it. I do feel like you are going to be crowned. Crowned is what? Let's see. Okay. We have the Thinker. Loyal Heart. The Thinker and the Loyal Heart. Very interesting. So this, I think it's going to be a huge eye-opener for you, which is going to cause a lot of the Tower. Where have you overgiven in your life? Things are falling apart because you're starting to see the relationships that were completely one-sided. Opportunities that were self-serving of others. I see that this is a really important time that you do sit without distraction and really take stock about these connections, situations in your life. Owls represent death and rebirth. It's sitting on an egg, and it's dealing with matters of the heart. So where have you been overgiving with the heart chakra? That seems to be something that has become an empty well for you. It's not the finish line. So getting this sort of result in your life does not equate to you being completely depleted. That is not success to be depleted in this. So who is this involving? I'm not getting masculine or feminine energy yet. I'm getting that this is more than one person in your life. All right, so tyrant-like energy. This can be masculine energy, and again, this does not equate to gender, but whoever the very controlling, authoritative people are in your life, I see that they're really not holding a spot in that anymore. Very insecure energy too. This is riddled with something that needs to be released. So the change is happening. The tyrant-like energy was brought about by insecurity. We have the High Priestess and the Emperor here. Somebody who's pretending to know more and be more than what they actually felt that they were. It was a facade, and this was majorly projected onto you to try and keep you in a particular position in your life. And I see that that loyalty has kept you in place. Okay. Not anymore, though. I see that you're not even going to look at it anymore. It's time to let it go. You're not going to give it any more energy. You're not going to feed it. You are not going to ensure its comfort. I see that you're letting it go. You're getting on an entirely new path, and this one is completely ensuring success. I see that you are walking away from an empire that you were once very much a part of. This might be a family dynamic, it could be a circle of friends, or even a career path, but whatever it is the identity of it, I think that you have outgrown. So there is a sense of loss that is coming in, and it's making you feel ungrounded, but I don't see you as being the tyrant-like energy that they were. I see that the gloves are off for you, really, which is great. I see that this is the High Priestess. This is somebody who you cannot force to heal, or no matter what you did, was not going to provide them a sense of comfort. This was a well that just could never be filled. And you can't give all your resources away to this. This is somebody who was not taking in the lessons of life. Now these represent the tree of life on this. The B and the J, I forget also what it's a part of, but I know that it's going with the tree of life. All right. This is somebody or some bodies in your life who refuse to be self-aware, actualized, and awaken, who depended on their security through others, and this was a huge rite of passage that you went through, because I think that you exhausted this, and again, you would have stayed, but life is making you detach to it as a rite of passage. And there is this sense of lesson that is coming with this, that you are an infinite being, and that this was a very important lesson that you needed to learn in this life. I love those pillars in the back. It always reminds me of the never-ending story when Atreyu is walking through them and he misses getting struck by lightning in this. So I think that that's kind of what I'm going with you. What do you need to watch out for with this? Oh, Windfall. What do you need to watch out for? The opportunities that are going to be gifted to you are going to involve courage. It's going to be a very daring move for you. It's going to be a very big opportunity, whether by physical or by mental or emotional. Whatever the big leap is, that's where the success of this is all going. This is such a major change for you. So this is going to actually probably invoke some sense of a sense of either not deserving or a sense of inferiority. It's definitely going to jog your confidence, but I want you to be courageous and see that you have done the incredible work for this, and that this, what's on the other side of this, it's going to take so much courage to get through this. I feel like you're going to be very emotional. It's like that person who gets out of a dire situation and they get through either the finish line and they're like, I did it, I did it, I did it. And they're, falling to their knees and they're crying. I feel like this is what's going to happen for you. I feel like that is a very spiritual thing that is happening for you. All right. Where have you been carrying all this? This is making you feel so lightheaded because all of this has been weight on your back. And I feel like this has been sitting in your gut. And I feel like all of that coming off of you, I see your energy level shooting through the roof on this. You're going to be holding yourself so incredibly different. Come on out with it. Yes, my nose itches. Back off. My hair is growing. Okay. The body changes. This is going to involve some acclimating, which I think that is going to be more exhausting than anything for you. Because of all of this weight that you have kept on your stomach and your back for so long, I feel like once you are alleviated of it, the exhaustion is going to be taking over. I don't think you realize the amount of energy it took to maintain all of that and still try and function in your life. This is something I don't want you to avoid. It is going to be important that you recover. Yeah. Get some breath work done, honestly. I don't know about you, but that actually tends to be difficult to remember to take these deep breaths. Okay. Why is it always you having to do something? Why is it always you having to heal? Why is it always you? This, that, the other thing. Listen, shut up. No, not really, but this is talking about how nothing is going to change until you actually start taking care of yourself. The never-ending story is feeling like you're running out of time, like it's never going to change, and it's already changing. You can't see the changes that's happening before you because you're in the waiting period of, I think that everything taking off again. Yeah, it's the ebb, slowing down because you have to take care of yourself. You're not going to see the big payoff yet. This, I want to get clarification on. The never-ending story. Love is standing out to me on here. It's time for action. Your future is coming towards you. This cycle is coming to an end. It's a new cycle that's starting, and that's what's allowing for this Knight of Swords to come towards you. So the clarification on this is a lot of sword energy and a lot of hardship energy that is going to be non-existent. Am I going to have to go through this again? How many times am I going to have to do this? How many times is this going to be a thing? Listen, it's coming for you. You didn't get this far to stay this far and to settle for. No. You're not going to be abandoned. You're not going to be rejected. The hardship is over. You're not going to be made to suffer. You've suffered long enough. And I see something very fast coming in for you. It's coming in on a white horse, it looks like. But actually, I'm kind of looking at that as playfully horsepower, and you actually becoming unglued when things are here to take care of you. It's like something that has been starved of care or of human kindness, or even what has been suffered from care and kindness in life. It finally gets that care and kindness, and it doesn't know what to do with it. I think that's why you're in the waiting period, because you have to do that healing and that breath work so that you can accept this. If you don't do that, you're not going to know how to handle what is being gifted towards you in this. I'm being mentally brought to this dog that was never pet by a human. It was never touched by a human. It was touched by a human at least once to be put on a chain, but this poor animal, this poor dog was kept outside and on a chain, and it was horribly abused in its life. And I cannot stand to talk about that. I can't imagine bad things happening to innocent creatures. It's hard. And this animal was rescued. This dog was rescued, and the rescuer saw this animal terrified And it started to gingerly talk to it and gingerly caress it. And this animal didn't know how to deal with it. It took weeks for this poor creature to start to trust that, okay, this is not going to hurt me. This is not going to, you know, I'm not going to be hit by anything ever again. And then it started the healing process. In that waiting period that you are going to be experiencing is when you start to discover that you are not going to be hit or hurt anymore. And that's when you can start to heal and accept life's kindness that it is going to give towards you. So I'm being pulled to this. Believe it or not, my dearest, you have the final throes of major healing that is going on in this cycle. That's why it feels like it's not coming to an end, because you're just in the waiting period, waiting for this healing to start. You need support in doing this. Sorry, my dear, you're not meant to do everything by yourself. And I don't even feel bad in telling you that. You are not an island. You need to go about different people, though. You need to allow for different people in this scenario. You cannot go back to the same type of people that are going to hurt you. Something needs to be different this time, because this is something that needs to evolve with you. I do see that this is going to be energy that ascends with you. I do feel like this is multiple levels of ascension that is going on. And I do see your vitality coming back. All right. You're not going to suffer the same cycle as people in your lineage have. You're not going to be made to suffer. You're not going to be left, and nobody is going to suffer because of this stepping away. I think that's also important, but it doesn't have to be so drastic. Even in these changes, even in everything happening, it can be something that is very calm and very caressing towards you, and something that you don't need to worry about. This is not something that takes you out early. So increased energy is you really getting your life back, getting that sense of vitality, adventure, even wonder. But you have to be very clear about getting support, being very clear with that support, what your needs are, because different supports are going to offer different things. So look at your options and actually use them. What good is an option? What good is a resource if it's not going to be used at the time that it is needed? So, my dear, I'm getting pulled to this. All right, your spirit guide wants to tell you something. I'm going to take this one. Pause and read if you'd like. Okay, think of a loved one who's crossed over. Hold them in the forefront of your mind. If you can't think of anybody, it doesn't mean they're not there. It just needs to be from your main guide. So, there are times in life when taking a risk is left better for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap. No matter how dangerous it may seem, hold on to your parachute strings for today. Today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you drown, or we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax in this new transition into something new. All elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk to do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly and right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's time to take the leap. And now I want a final card from here, so hang on. It is so important that you know that you're not going to get hurt. This is an incredible healing time. All right. Wishes that you were not able to make, but that this is not what you had wanted to do initially. You did not want to make these changes, but the choice has been made. And now it's time for a new beginning. This is good. This is dealing with Venus, matters of the heart, rebirth, divine feminine energy, and this is a complete new start. You are being made new. I actually really love this. What you thought was going to be impossible, what you thought was going to be your breaking point, is actually the biggest savior of your life. I know this change was scary, but it is ensuring this complete rebirth for you and a life that you get to write your own rules. I really want you to see this. This is riddled with rebirth. It is the biggest blessing in disguise, these ungodly, uncomfortable changes that you had to make. I'm proud of you. You're going to be okay. And if you have questions about booking, you know the deal. Get going. Bye. Hey there, sunshine. All right, this is take 3. I want you to think of a loved one who has crossed over, or hold your main spirit guide in the forefront of your mind. If you're coming across this, this might be a postcard that you need to hear. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. Let's see what we can get from this. Go ahead and pause and read if you don't want to hear me yep. So, just relax. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good. Can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels like there's no more water for you, good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care. Not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that may have caused you anxiety in the past. But it's essential for your well-being, especially right now. No, say it with us. No, no, thank you. And no, I can't. You don't have to give in. You don't have to explain. Just say no gently but firmly. Then go take a soak. Life will be waiting for you when you bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so much. Love, Spirit. If you're coming across this, we need to talk about the energy that is either around you or leaving, or that you're kind of stuck in. We're just going to get one card, so listen with an open heart and an open mind, and do not panic. All right, come on, out with it. Come on, I want the bottom one. Feeling stuck? This card can be so frustrating. It's forcing you to see things differently. It feels stuck. It feels like you're backed into a corner. It feels like there is no movement. It's completely agitated. This also talks about astral travel and dreams and things like that, but mainly it's about feeling stuck towards something, and also that feeling of obligation, feeling like you can't escape. It does have a certain anxiety about it. There's a lot of enlightenment that has to happen. I feel like this is where you need to see a way out of this situation, and it involves you unsticking yourself, which isn't that fun. All right, that's what I'm getting for this, the Hanged Man. Nothing is going to change until you do. As somebody who's been stuck there, I can tell you, I know your frustration, but something's got to change, and it has to start with you, whether it's doing something different or having a different mindset on it. But anyway, the feelings of being stuck won't last too long. This also feels like an emotional purgatory. Start to feel your way out of this. It's going to take a hot minute, but you can only go back so far before you are launched forward. If you're coming across this, we need to look at the archetype or the shadow work that is going on in your life and what just came out. The Monk and the Nun. It came out as shadow work though. Negative judgment of the physical world. Excess piety. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Shut up. All right. I feel like this is dealing with a major sense of shame. I see that that's being something that is being catalyzed all around that you are seeing. The negative judgment. I really feel like I need this one too. Femme fatale highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens up your heart when dependency is rejected. Alrighty. See a lot of gaslighting and manipulation, and also a sense of exploitation. Somebody is taking advantage and exploiting and manipulating the situation, painting this beautiful picture of how things are going to be in their private world or moving forward. There is a sense of false promises, and it's everything that you want with it. And it's bringing you to this idea of an alluring life, but there's a hidden agenda behind it. This is also to shame you from getting in touch with that. It's not even eroticism, it's enticing world. There is a certain shame with it. The biggest thing that I can say with that is what you want. This is all subjective. What you want, what you find beautiful, what you find alluring even, it's going to be different than anyone else's. Don't let anyone try and manipulate your mind to want something that you don't want. It's time for you to take control of your life and follow your passions. If you're coming across this, chances are you need a message from Archangel Raphael. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. Okay, so let's see what came out. Unconditional joy. I want another one. I want the bottom one. Leave a stressful situation behind. Thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. Thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. You're letting go of unhealthy, maybe even codependent patterns in your life, and I see that you are making way for relationships that are a lot more loyal, productive, relaxing, embracing, even encouraging. I see that you are about to step into a wonderful, beautiful, joyful part of your life, and I do feel like the worst is behind you. So whatever you did to get here, I want you to know that you trust the process and that this is about finding this sense of playfulness in life again. You are just as unique as that unicorn. I know how that sounds, but it's true. Congrats. I love that. I really do. If you're coming across this, chances are you need to hear from your angels. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. We're going to get a message. All right. Listen, see only love. Okay. Look past seeming errors, mistakes, misunderstandings, and see only love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Quiet your mind, beloved one. Listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet, receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desired manifestation. Quiet the mind and body and hear us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So, in the changes that are happening in your life, it doesn't suit you to be oppressed, be oppressive, listen with a judgmental mind, listen with a hidden agenda. It's time to drop the shenanigans, drop the guards, and listen with an open heart. I hear baby birds out there. Something is about to take flight. So if this is a challenge, I'm seeing a lot of purple on this, which is going with intuition and violet healing light from, oh God, who is it? Not Uriel. The violet flame. Look that up. But regardless, these changes and hearing each other without an agenda is what's going to bring about the healing. I see that this is going to be something that throws a curve in any plans, in any ways that you're viewing each other. We have the full moon behind this, so it is a time of releasing. I want you to really sit there and think about what it is that you need to release, whether it's agenda or personhood. But I also want you to know that this is divinely guided and leading you to something else. Listen to that small voice inside and see what it's telling you.